Jessica and Cameron from Be Chiqued. We are teaching Cameron how to put these molds. I'm not sure if you can see it. You can see there's a little bit of flour, which isn't what you normally use. We usually use cornstarch, but tonight we're out of it. So we're gonna get started with step one.
All right, step two.
So step two is basically taking the molds that look like this, and we are going to be finding placement for them and deciding where we want to put them. Do you know where you want to put yours at?
Right about there.
Okay.
And I already have mine out.
So I am, basically what we're gonna do is I'm going to try this one here, if you can see what I'm doing. But he already did his ahead of time because, you know, he's ahead of class. Are you proud of your little mold?
That, but
It's, I think the lighting is not right.
bad, but you'll see it.
So basically what I'm doing is just smashing this stuff in here. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm like literally smashing it. And then I take some of the excess off of it and then make it pretty. And then once I get it all nice and smashed and pretty, sometimes you have to do it more than once because it doesn't always come out perfectly the first time, and you may have too much, so you just keep taking some of it off and smashing it back in and making sure that the edges are nice and crisp. Should look something kind of like this. You can see that. Is there two? There you go. And then when you take it out, you take these and you bend them out. You kind of let them just come out on their own. So that's just kind of what you do. I place mine down usually and pull on it, but they tear sometimes. And these are brand new, so they need a little bit of work. So luckily, I have one ahead of time. What we're going to do is actually apply the mold, I don't know if you can see this, there you go, to the side of the little clay pot. I'm only gonna do a simple one, and I think Cameron's gonna do something a little bit more ornate. And we use our trusty E6000 because it's awesome. And you just squirt some on wherever you want it. And the surface of this is really porous, so it grabs it really nicely. So as you can see, we have a mold. So there you go. Looks like that on the side of it. So this is probably about a, I would say 4-inch pot. So step 4. Hi guys, so on to step 5. Step 5, we've already painted our pots, you can see here. And it has to dry thoroughly for this next step, so he's gonna use our handy dandy little heat gun and dry it. So be back. Okay guys, step 6 is to paint the whole thing. So that's what we're doing, is painting the whole thing. We're gonna use one color together, use that one. And we're just gonna literally smear it on to the whole pot and be mindful of barely grazing over it because we're trying to get the undercolor to stay with us as much as we can and paint around it. So that's what we're doing right now in step 6. Okay guys, in step 7, basically what we've already done is we took our big gigantic brush. This is what we use for a waxing brush, and we just put it all over it. It's kind of hard to see, I'm sorry about the lighting, but you can also see that it's a little dirty. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we want that look, so what we did is we used the bottom of the brush that already had paint on it and kind of gave us that dirty look. So in the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to take this, what we call black wax. This is a warm black, so it's basically brown and black mixed together, but it's another organic. Happen to really love this company, but you put a lot on and you put it all over it. So it's going to look really dirty, and that's okay, because then what you're going to do is take your cloth. Go ahead. You take your cloth and you start wiping off. And because you put the wax on previously, the clear, it lets, sorry guys, it kind of just falls in the cracks. You can see that. Instead of it like becoming a matte finish, it makes it more opaque and it won't stain the whatever you're working on. And you have to be really careful when you're working with these little pots because they really have a lot of pores to them. I don't know if I have another one for Cameron is working on his right now. And it looks like, that looks good, I like that. So I'm just gonna get a little bit more and just place it underneath here to give it that aged look. And I mean, if you see what we started out with, it looks kind of plain and not so aged, but we like that super dirty look, right, babe?
Yes, baby.
So then you have to wipe it off, and I'm gonna grab a napkin. So you just want to basically lightly, and I love these, there's like those Vive or whatever they're called. They're thick paper towels. And I just like to wipe them off. And take as much off of it as I can because I want my color to shine through, but I want it to look like it's been sitting there for all of its life getting moldy. So I think we're pretty much at the final stages of what we're doing, and he's a really good student because this is his first time ever doing this, and I have to brag, guys, because that looks good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at all those colors. You can see the gold and the peach, and what was white is now kind of a creamy dirty, and it just looks like it's been sitting out for years, and now he can put a cute little plant, and most of all, he knows how to use these new products. So have questions or need any advice, let us know. Thank you.
It's Cameron.
And Jessica. Bradley.
Be she.